While reading myths, you often come across similar stories from different places, almost as if they were promised to be the same. You're probably familiar with the story of Noah's Ark. Noah, who received a revelation from God, built a massive ark atop a mountain, loaded pairs of every animal, and survived the Great Flood. There's a similar story in ancient Mesopotamia. Have you heard of Utnapishtim from the Epic of Gilgamesh? One day, the gods, angered by humanity's sins, decided to destroy the world with a flood. But the god of wisdom, Enki, warned a man named Utnapishtim. Following Enki's instructions, Utnapishtim built a large boat, saved his family and animals, and survived as the flood engulfed the world. For several days, rain poured down and the world was submerged. Eventually, the flood stopped and the boat came to rest on a mountain. Utnapishtim sent out a bird to check if the waters had receded, and once the land was dry, they disembarked. The gods were so impressed by Utnapishtim's loyalty and wisdom that they granted him immortality, making him the only human to achieve eternal life. Doesn't this story sound strikingly similar to Noah's Ark? And we can find a similar Great Flood story in Greek mythology as well. One day, Zeus decided that humans had become corrupt and wicked, so he resolved to destroy mankind. He caused a flood to engulf the world. However, Prometheus warned his son about the impending flood, and Deucalion and Pyrrha built a large boat, taking refuge to survive the deluge. After the flood ended, they stepped out into a desolate world. Deucalion and Pyrrha, having received a divine revelation, were commanded to throw stones behind them. These stones transformed into men and women, creating a new generation of humans. Thus, a new era of humanity began. Even in the myths of the Aztec civilization in South America, there's a great flood story. The ancient Aztecs believed in cycles of creation and destruction, and during the Fourth Age, a great flood occurred. According to the myth, during the Fourth Sun Age, the gods, angered by humans' wrongdoings, caused a great flood to cover the world. Humans either turned into fish or disappeared altogether. The only survivors were a pair named Tata and Nene, who, after receiving a warning from the god Tezcatlipoca, carved out a tree and hid inside. After the flood, the gods rebuilt the world, and a new Sun Age began, along with the rebirth of humanity. Whether it's Noah's Ark, Utnapishtim from the Epic of Gilgamesh, Deucalion from Greek mythology, or Tata and Nene from Aztec mythology, all these stories share common themes: corrupt and wicked humans, gods angry at them, a great flood, and a rebirth or recreation of the world. Why do such similar stories exist in places so geographically and culturally distant, even in times when there was no contact between them? This phenomenon is called cultural universality. It refers to the appearance of similar concepts, myths, customs, symbols, or social structures across different regions or eras. These common cultural elements can be found not only in a specific culture, but also in various parts of the world. This suggests that human societies, regardless of time and space, have responded similarly to shared experiences or problems. Cultural universality can arise independently in a specific region, but it can also occur due to interactions between different cultures. You can find examples of cultural universality not only in the flood stories introduced in this video, but also in tales of romance or hero epics. On the other hand, unique stories or myths found only within a particular civilization or country are called cultural specificity. These are elements that distinguish one culture from another, formed based on the historical, geographical, social, or religious backgrounds of each region. Such specificity reflects the unique identity of a society and includes traditions or ideas that are hard to find in other cultures. For instance, China's sinocentrism or India's caste system are examples of cultural specificity, as they are distinctive to certain nations or peoples. The flood myths found across civilizations around the world clearly show that we share common human experiences, transcending time and space. Through these common myths, humanity has conveyed important messages about survival and rebuilding, alongside a sense of awe towards nature's power. The cultural universality evident in these similar myths offers us crucial insights into the shared thoughts, emotions, and lifestyles of humanity. Moreover, the unique stories and traditions found only in certain regions, that is, cultural specificity, highlight the creativity and distinct values of each civilization. By understanding both cultural universality and cultural specificity, we can gain a deeper appreciation and respect for diverse cultures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.